Welcome to 2022, guys. I was recently listening to the radio and the announcer was talking about a news story, and I don't even remember what it was about, but she said something that nearly made me crash my car. She said, as we head into the third year of the pandemic, dot, dot, dot. Oh my God, the third year? How have we made it through almost 2 years of this pandemic? A lot of us have used this coping mechanism, which is I like to call the I'm fine coping mechanism. I'm fine, it's fine, everything's fine. I have used this coping mechanism myself a lot, and I'm sure you have as well. And especially under times of stress, we tend to use this coping mechanism just to get through the day. The problem is it comes at a cost, and that's what most people aren't aware of. The cost that this pattern is coming at. There's a price to pay. So here's how you know you might be paying this price. 2022 is the start of a brand new year. And for a lot of us, this usually is a time of renewal, a time of goal setting. Maybe you do a vision board. You have this sense of anticipation, excitement, determination. Not so much this year, right? Like for a lot of us, it seems like it would be tempting fate to even try to do a vision board. And instead, you may feel worn out, depleted, drained, mentally exhausted. And this can actually happen in any or all areas of your life. It can happen with your job, your family, especially in your relationships. How often have you had an argument with your spouse and you can't even come to an agreement, so you're like, it's fine, whatever. We all know that that is code for it is not fine. I've just given up. But here's what happens if we use that strategy over and over again. The underlying stressor is never addressed, and it doesn't go away. It's not fixed. And we know in relationships that this can actually erode the quality of your relationship over time. So think about this coping mechanism in your relationship with yourself. It's fine, everything's fine, whatever. In relationship with yourself, you are actually shoving the stressor under the rug, and so it never gets addressed. And so what happens is over time, that stressor becomes chronic stress and can lead to anxiety. It can lead to what we now know as burnout. It can lead to disease. This happened in my own life. I was a meeting planner for 26 plus years, very, very stressful career. And I was always in this kind of get her done mode, which is another version of it's fine, everything's fine, just get her done. You're just goal focused and you're not even focused on the stress and anxiety that you're feeling. Or if you realize that there's stress or anxiety, you don't have time to deal with it and just push it aside. And I did that for decades. And for me, this manifested finally in burnout, exhaustion, and ultimately a breast cancer diagnosis. And this is why this is really life and death stuff to me. And I'm not talking about it lightly because I've seen firsthand the effects that it can have on my health and well-being and the health and well-being of all of my clients. I work with high achieving women who are killing it in their careers, but it's killing them with burnout and health issues. And this can be a big reason. So what do you do instead? Quick tip. Here's my suggestion as you move into 2022, every single time you find yourself saying, it's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine, ask yourself, why do you feel the need to say that? What are you trying to make fine that may not actually be fine? What are you covering up, minimizing so that you can move forward and get through the day? Because I guarantee you the energy that you are expending trying to make it fine ultimately will rob you of your health, of your vitality, of so many of life's good things, of joy. Um, so it kind of, when you start paying attention, it's kind of like all of a sudden you become conscious of the underlying stressors in your life. But by finally identifying those stressors, you have the opportunity to change them. And let me tell you, when you start changing the causes of that anxiety, it's kind of like you've had this car alarm blaring out in the parking lot for an hour a day, maybe even years of your life. And when it finally stops, relief. The relief is such a gift. I mean, it is everything. So here's some of the problems that my clients run into when they're trying to do this in their own lives. Problem number one is that it just feels overwhelming. It's too big. And so you don't have time to deal. You don't want to open a can of worms. So you continue stuffing it down and stuffing it down and stuffing it down. And I totally get it. And I'm here to tell you that in the short term that may work, but as a long-term strategy, it's not sustainable. The second way my clients tend to get stuck is that they can't identify what's bugging them. Like they know that they're worn out, overwhelmed, depleted. The joy of life seems to have been sucked out of them, but they don't know why. The third thing that I find with my clients is they do know why, but it feels too overwhelming to tackle, and they don't know where to start. They don't know what to do next to make a change. And sometimes it's a lot simpler and a lot less scary than you think it is. And sometimes it's just one thought at a time. So if you are experiencing either of these three issues, book a session with me. I have dedicated the month of January to providing a 1-hour complimentary relief roadmap session with me. I'm a life coach. I'm very good at what I do. I can help you if you're in any of those three stages. There's no commitment and there's no cost. I'm going to leave a link along with this video. I hope you take advantage of it. I cannot wait to talk to you, get you some relief for 2020, level up your energy so you can level up your life. Have a beautiful day and a wonderful 2022.